My humble pranams to all the divine souls who have gathered here today for another interesting discussion on soul plan and soul purposes. Thank you for joining me. And today we will discuss about lesson number 10. And I think I've already talked about lesson number 1. I'm a divine immortal soul, and my soul purpose is to love myself as the Creator loves me. And this is one lesson that until today, I am applying it in my life. Every time some challenges come, I tell myself I'm a divine soul. So when you say this, what happens is you can actually become a witness. You can see this challenge from the outside, you know, and you can see yourself, okay, this is just a body going through the challenge. If you understand that the pain or whatever impact that you get when you are identifying yourself with the body is lessened. Less is less. Okay, so please use this any time of the day. Okay, lesson number 2, I fully accept my creative power. And lesson 3 is thought creates, and to create intentionally. That means you create your life. You don't expect other people to tell you. Don't go for astrology, don't go for numerology, don't go for anything to tell you these are the problems that you're having, because your soul knows that these are the problems that you're having. So you have to face the challenges. They will tell you, okay, they will look at all the astrology, the planet, and say this is the problem that you're having. You already know that you're having the problem, okay, but they don't give you a solution. How? The solution is to change your mindset. The moment you change your mindset, you will realize the problems will dwindle. Okay, the moment you lessen the lesson, you moment you learn the lessons, the soul is waiting to learn. Then that challenge will just drop off like that. So nothing will become so difficult for you to handle. Lesson number 4 is feeling is the fuel of creativity. Your sole purpose is to connect. Let me see. Is to follow your heart. Okay, that's I say. Always follow your heart. Don't follow the mind. Mind can analyze, but we have to use our common sense. That is one of the most interesting criteria in spirituality. Use your common sense. And sometimes we realize that we are not using that. Okay, lesson number 5, your vision creates your reality. Your sole purpose, envision yourself beautiful. We are all beautiful human beings. Lesson number 6, live in the present. Lesson number 7, turn everything over to your higher self. Okay, your sole purpose is to allow your higher self to lead your life. This you can only do it when you are meditating. Lesson number 2, soul plan, is to develop and refine your reason. Soul purpose, use higher reason to see the true spirit in all people. I think we have covered everything. And I have already shared all the PPT with all of you. And lesson number 9 is soul plan, to listen only to the higher self. Okay, this only happens when you are in you are meditating on a daily basis. Lesson number 10, open your heart. Your sole purpose is to channel more love into the world. Okay, what does open your heart mean? Okay, live with an open heart. It doesn't mean that you allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to hurt you. Okay, because our heart is actually an organ. But beyond that, in spirituality, it is actually a doorway to all the emotions. You know, um, you know, we feel every emotion is felt in the heart. When they say this incident really broke my heart, it really happens. The heart is really affected by that. And if you go to medical thing, they will not agree with that. But emotion wise, it does happen. Okay, so our heart will safeguard us from all the hurt that is going to happen and is happening. At the same time, we cannot be so closed with our heart that we don't allow anything that comes and penetrate us. Okay, the universe is full. Our sole purpose is to love everyone. Our the soul purpose for our first soul purpose itself to love yourself as the creator loves you. So you have to love yourself a lot. That's where the self-love comes in. At the same time, you got to allow other people to love you. Okay, our sole purpose, the reason we are born into this world is to love others. So we have to do that. So you cannot grow. The author says you cannot grow on a soul level if your spirit is closed to other people, and you are close to your spirit. So it is a life force that where everything is get connected, and a flow of positive emotion happens. Okay, if your heart is open, you receive and give love freely. You are not you are non-judgmental. You are kind. You feel compassion for all people. You see the oneness in everything, and you become trusting, more tolerant, and patient. And because we have that feeling of love, now we are more courageous, and we don't fear a lot about anything. Okay, an open heart means recognizing the goodness of or godliness in the whole human. That means seeing oneness in everything. Oneness, seeing oneness not only with people, with the universe, with the animal, with the plant, everything. We see everything as part of you. Okay, an outpouring of love, adoration is the most potent healing vibration on earth. Okay, you know, if there's a dying kitten in your house, okay, and the if it's not for the time for the it's not the time for the kitten to go. When you pour so much love, the kitten becomes healed. Okay, the same thing happens with the human being. When their time is not yet to go, and when you show so much love and care for them, that person become healed. So that much of power our love has. So I'm not going to discuss about the book here. I'm going to tell how to awaken our heart. So this is an expert from the True Love, a practice for awakening heart by Thich Nhat Hanh. He says there are four aspects of love, and the one is true love. Four key elements of true love. That is loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Okay, loving kindness means what he's telling is I was laughing when I was reading the book. He said, we all have to learn how to love. I think, yeah, we have forgotten how to love, you know. So we have to recreate that exercise of loving another person. To love another person, we must have time. And we also must practice looking deeply into the person, eye to eye contact. And I noticed that I have not been doing that. I don't look at people when I'm talking, especially when people who are close to me. I don't look at their eyes. So I am actually trying this out with my children, with my husband, and all those things, to look deeply into their eyes and to look deeply at them. So when you're looking deeply in them, you have some kind of stirring in your heart. I noticed that, and the love is rekindled. Okay, and we must be there. For us to love somebody, we must be there. We must be attentive. We must observe. And the fruit of this looking deeply is called understanding. When you look deeply in the person, you see the person beyond what they are portraying. You seem to understand. Last week we talked about deep listening. Deep listening is to listen to what is not being said. So looking at one person is seeing what is not being conveyed to you. So when you look at that person, you will know what kind of mood they are in, what kind of temperament they are in. So when you look at all those things, you know how to communicate better. Okay, and the deep looking will create understanding. Okay, these are all ways how we can love. The second element of true love is compassion, karuna. Karuna does not mean only to the person that you are living with. It encompasses everything. It encompasses the environment, the planet, the animals, everything. Everything we have to look with compassion. When you look at compassion, when we look at compassion and when we treat them with compassion, you feel the love. There is some kind of connection that is going through. Even when you come and look at a dying plant, you know, and sometimes you cannot do anything, it dies off, you see. But sometimes when you show your love, you just say, I love you, you know, um, you talk to the plant, you notice that there's some kind of difference. And and this author tells the root, the knowledge and understanding are always the root of the practice. So for you to practice understanding, you have to practice meditation. Okay, we cannot run away from that. The third element of true love is joy. If there's no joy, it is not true love. Joy, when you look at one person, you feel joy in the situation, in everything. So joy is very important. And Thorkam Saradayan, there's a book, how to create joy, and it's a wonderful book. Wonderful book. If you have time, please do read about it. The fourth element is equanimity or freedom. In true love, you attain freedom. Okay, when you love someone, that someone will give you the freedom to do anything you want. If that person suppress your desire, suppress your needs, suppress your emotion, then it is not true love. And this is time for you to stand up for yourself. Say, okay, is this what? Is this a situation that I am creating myself? Is this a situation that I want to be? Okay, you have to love yourself. I always tell everyone, when you learn how to love yourself, only you can love others. Until then, this heart is blocked. The heart is blocked by so many reasons. It could be because of a misery, because of a reason death in the house. It could be because some childhood trauma. Everything, the heart becomes blocked. And when the heart is blocked, you can see the person's eye. There's no joy in it. So there are ways that you can unblock your heart. So there's one book by the name of Emotion Body Code or Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and he teaches you way how you can connect with your subconscious mind and you can actually unlock your heart. And every one of us should do that. Unlock your heart, learn to love, learn to love anything and everything, but do not be a dumb person to accept everything. Everything that people thresh at you, you shouldn't be able to accept it. Okay, we have enough self-respect and self-love. We will not allow that to happen. Okay, and Gun says, always ask this question: dear one, do you have enough space in your heart and all around you? And this is an intelligent question for testing out whether your love is something real. Okay, try asking this question once in a while and see you can get any answers or not. Okay, to uh, to open, sorry, wrong. To open your heart, you need to practice all this. Okay, one, love is being there physically. It doesn't mean that physically you're there, but you're just telling the other person that you are there. For example, your friend is going through some kind of hardship, you just send a message, I'm there for you, you can always communicate with me. Okay, recognizing the presence of another. Sometimes we are so into our problems, our needs, everything. I know there's in spirituality they tell us to be selfish, but sometimes you cannot be over selfish about yourself. You just have to accept the presence of another person, especially in a family. We have to accept the presence of another person, either husband or children. And we have to coordinate our life to mingle with them. Okay, being there when someone is suffering is what I've already told you. Overcoming pride. Sometimes when we fight, we have this ego. The ego will stop us to go and asking for apology. You don't necessarily have to go and ask physical or verbal apology. You can just say soul apology. If I if I had a terrible fight with my daughter, I don't go and say I'm sorry, because she will tell, yeah, yeah, you will say sorry, but you'll do the same thing. So what I do is I just sit in my meditation and ask for soul forgiveness. As I say, so and so, I'm sorry for all the hurt that I've caused you in this life or any other life. And from now onwards, there's only be love between you and me. So I say this, okay? And then deep listening. This is what they say, deep listening is listening to other things that is not it's beyond words. Listen to when you're talking to somebody, you just have to quiet down sometime. You don't have to be the person who want to jump in and talk. Let them talk and listen to what they are saying, and listen to what they are not saying. And it is an art. It's not easy. It is an art for us to learn. Okay. And learning to speak with love again. There's a master who said, if you have nothing to say, don't open your mouth. It's a bit difficult. I'm learning that also. And restoring the peace within yourself. I always say, only when you are happy, you are joyful, you can share your joy with another person. Okay? The energy and mindfulness, being at the moment, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the present, helps a lot. So when you are in the present, you can share your joy with everyone. And healing ourselves. It is very, very important knowing where our blockages is. Okay? I keep on saying the stars, the numbers are not going to tell you how to come out from your blockages. They will tell you you have this and this and this. But knowing this, you can use them as a tool. But knowing this, you have to take the work, you have to do the activity to heal yourself. Okay. So we have discussed how to open our life, open our heart. Now we have to see where we are. So if you are a student, get a spiritual therapist to help you sort out your life. Okay. And this is happening. A lot of spiritual therapists are around. You can get in touch with them. Seek the services of holistic massage. They said when you do massage, it's very good. Massage actually clears your emotion in your body, block the emotions in your body. Take up the practice of daily meditation, and seek the support of a group like this group, where where they can help you with to unblock your heart. If you're an apprentice, meditate. Meditation is the only way. I've noticed that meditation is the only way that you can heal yourself. You can come out of any issues. But meditation does not work on its own. You have to have the other two things, that is sharing your experiences with other people and to read books. These are the three pillars for you to solve any kind of problem. Join a spiritual community like what we have here. Do nurturing things for yourself, like take time for have a tea, look at the flowers, bubble bath, classical music, or live entertainment. Just enjoy the life. Okay, don't be so. It's, my my daughters used to say me, Amma, you're not a fun person. Long ago, 5 years ago, but now you say you're being such a jovial person now. You see, I can, if I myself a rigid person had so much of issues, so much of challenges, can come out. All of you can do that also. And go on no criticism, no gossip day. Okay, choose one day and you say, okay, this is the day that I'm not going to criticize about anything, and I'm not going to gossip about anybody. Okay, and consciously seek light-hearted humor. Watch comedy, read jokes, all those things. All these things will happen. Okay, if you are a if you are apprentice, if you're a journeyman, recognize the divine within. That means you have to see the God within everyone. That means seeing oneness. Okay, consciously practice sending love. This I will not ask you to do. Please don't do this, because you need everything, all the light and the love with to yourself. When you do this, then you will vibrate with higher love, and that vibration will help other people. Knowingly, don't do that. Okay, but when you change yourself, your vibration will actually send the love and blessing to other people. Okay, and lovingly detach and quickly take your leave. Okay, if you are in a difficult situation when there's a kind of row going on, you just move away from there. Do not verbally condemn others or yourself. If you're a gen, okay, laugh out loud and allow yourself to enjoy. Never, never condemn yourself. That is actually a self-respect and self-love. Okay, if you are practicing both, you will never do that. You will never condemn yourself. Okay, if you're on a way of the mastering lesson, continue to be kind, be patient, humorous, affectionate, and generous in your appreciation of others. Love the amazing, brilliant spirit in you, and seek to see, engage, and enjoy the divine essence in everyone. Okay, so see in which category you are in, and start practicing all the activities that I've discussed with you. Okay, ladies. Is there any gentleman here? No. So let me stop this.